There are moments where I'm just overcome with grief and regret. Not anger, not rage, but just grief and regret over having voted for Trump.
I'm really starting to regret my vote. Wasn't expecting him to be anti-cancer funding.
More Trump voters are publicly regretting their vote for Donald Trump as he continues to back out of campaign promises and instead focuses on his billionaire friends.
If they didn't regret it after he spread misinformation that killed most of their friends and relatives, I don't think they're going to regret it this time.
Have you voted Trump in the past? Was it voted for him, you trusted him, and you were disappointed?
Yes.
In this video, we're diving into some raw and honest reactions from people who are sharing their regrets about voting for Donald Trump. From heartfelt confessions to eye-opening realizations, these clips capture a wide range of emotions and perspectives. So, grab your popcorn and get ready to watch as people open up about their experiences and the lessons they've learned. Let's roll the clips.
I'm really starting to regret my vote. Don't pretend you didn't know it was going to go like this. Everyone knew. Wasn't expecting him to be anti-cancer funding. This is the exact same party who campaigned on defunding the Department of Education. This is the exact same party who year after year after year refuses to fund free school lunches for children. This is the exact same party who voted against removing BPAs, a known carcinogenic, out of baby bottles. And you are surprised that they're against funding cancer research? I mean, it's the Republicans. They're trying to actively get rid of the polio vaccine. Your party is anti-intellectual. They do not like science, and you're surprised that they don't want to fund cancer research? Your guys' party is against any social programs for absolutely anyone. They don't want to help anyone or anything except themselves. You have voted billionaires into office, and you are surprised that they don't want to fund cancer research. Wow, this is the biggest, funniest, most bestest FAFO moment, isn't it? When you guys are crawling back simply because you're realizing, oh my gosh, voting for that man was absolutely...
I want to preface what you're about to see by noting I am not looking for sympathy or validation here. I was just expressing some remorse and some grief and some sorrow, because I think it can help a lot of people to kind of process through that. A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that. There are moments where I'm just overcome with grief and regret. Not anger, not rage, but just grief and regret over having voted for Trump in 2016. And I get that I've come a long way. I get all that. That doesn't take away those moments. It does not take away the regret, the guilt. I mean, I could work through it, and I do that regularly for a lot of different issues, not just who I voted for in 2016, but I just wanted to document this because this is one of those moments. I just saw the Kamala Harris ad talking about how she is the president for all the people and how Trump has a history of wanting to withhold aid from people who didn't vote for him. And I was responsible. I was partly responsible for putting him in office. I was part of that crowd. And that's something I'm going to have to live with. And I will. But there are moments like right now where that can be overwhelming.
More Trump voters are publicly regretting their vote for Donald Trump as he continues to back out of campaign promises and instead focuses on his billionaire friends. Now, first it was the Steelworkers Union out of Pennsylvania. Now firefighter unions in New York City are publicly speaking out as Donald Trump and Republicans failed to fund the 9/11 first responder health care program that is designed to help the first responders who are still suffering from being there on the ground during 9/11. Now, you can say that Donald Trump had nothing to do with that, but understand Republicans took that out of the funding bill under direction from President-elect Trump and Elon Musk. Now, so far, Donald Trump has only focused on delivering for his billionaire buddies and nonsense such as Greenland, Canada, Mexico, Panama, all this stuff that he didn't talk about. Not once have you heard him talk about lowering gas prices, lowering grocery prices, your energy bill, etc. All the things he promised during the campaign, he is backing out of because he only cares about one person, himself, and the people who paid to get him elected.
There's a lot of people saying Trump supporters will regret voting for him this time, and I think we're giving them too much credit. Because if they didn't regret it after he spread misinformation that killed most of their friends and relatives during the pandemic, I don't think they're going to regret it this time. These people are political goldfish. They exist in the 3 seconds they just left and the 3 seconds they're about to enter. Yeah, that's all they have room for.
I want to, I'm 74 years old. I've lived in a constitutional democracy all my life. I want to remain that way, and I want my grandchildren to grow up in one, not a dictatorship.
And I'm curious, over the last 2 elections, have you voted Trump in the past? Was it something where you voted for him, you trusted him, and you were disappointed?
Yes, I voted for him in 2016. I am a registered Republican, and I regretted that vote almost immediately. Especially on his trip to Europe, where he insulted our allies and praised Putin.
And then like right, but at the same time I don't know, because then sometimes it's like you go and then.
Thanks for watching. It's been eye-opening to hear from MAGA supporters who have reflected on their votes and shared their regrets. These stories remind us of the importance of staying informed and considering the impact of our choices. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.